Ladies and gentlemen, my Vanakkam Namaste Namaskaram. The family is ready for the public viewing, so if we kindly ask for you to very orderly make your way in single file on your left-hand side, offer your pebbles, thereafter leave with the family, and once you have done that, to please take your seats. And I think on behalf of the family as well, we'd like to expect that we observe the decorum and dignity of this function by being present not only in body but in mind and in spirit. By that we mean that please do not engage in talking that is unnecessary. Please give this function the solemn dignity it deserves. I'll ask you now to please come through and offer your communion.
Come through, ladies and gents. This way, please.
Krishna Dear family, friends, we gather here today with heavy hearts and long tears to honor our beloved Mervin Naicker. The Naicker family chandelier has lost the warmest glowing bulb, and we have seen that beautiful light for the last time. Queen Elizabeth II said, "Grief is a price we all pay for the honor of love." And today, we are paying that great price for the best love of having Mervin in our lives. Mervin was a grandson, son, brother, husband, father, and even grandfather and uncle. But most of all, he was everyone's friend. And we all remember Mervin as being that down-to-earth, unassuming, but friendliest of people. Mervin is survived by his mum, Yoga Naicker. Mervin's late dad was Tika Naicker, and he comes from the patrons of Tongat, the Bob Naicker family. But he leaves behind Amsha, Lienka and Karina, and their spouses, Kevin and Amit, and his two beautiful little grandchildren, as well as Sharon, his sister, and Bob, his brother-in-law, Charmaine, my wife, his sister, and myself, his brother-in-law, and numerous friends. And we all remember him as that guy just walking around, greeting people, friendly with a smile, and saying, "Don't worry, everything is okay." And that is why it's been such a shock for us to lose someone that unassuming and always fine. Mervin was a true Tongat boy. He grew up in Tongat, went to Tongat Primary, went to Tongat High, and Tongat was his local roaming ground. When I first joined the family, and I decided to go around with him one day to Tongat, and I was amazed. True to form, in his shorts and t-shirts and without even wearing shoes, walking around like he was the lion roaming his fields, greeting everyone, not getting any of the things we planned to do done, but just greeting everyone, chatting to people, and waving at everyone. And I realized how loved he was by the people around him. At school, Mervin, no surprise, excelled at sports. He enjoyed track and field, he loved soccer, and every time we spoke about his beloved Liverpool Football Club, he had that twinkle in his eye. He thereafter continued with various sports, including road running, and it came easy to him. And even he started fishing, which he did with great passion. I think Mervin's one of his best loves was cars. He and I love talking about cars. We love talking about Formula One. And he was known, especially in his younger days, for having souped up his car with that loud noise, much to the irk of his father, who was a strict policeman. But Mervin would be racing up and down the roads of Tongaat with that loud car. To the family, we must remember the wise words of death leaves a heartache no one can heal. Love leaves a memory no one can steal. And we are going to go forward filled with the memories and joy from Mervin. It's a huge loss and it leaves a void in all of our lives. But that unassuming, simple guy has touched so many lives. And I stand here and wonder, how could such an unassuming guy endear himself to so many people and be loved by so many people? That is a true legacy of the beloved Mervin Naicker. His memories are going to live on forever, and now even in his little grandchildren. And I want us all to celebrate his life and have that mischievous grin picture in our minds. Thank you for gracing this gathering. Thank you for all your good wishes on the family. And I also like to thank Shane Kupasamy for the beautiful singing. I will have further messages to read from Mervin's family, and we will also have someone from Mervin's closest friends speak in a little while.
मानस भजूरी गुरु चरण दुस्तर पवसागर तरण मानस भजूरी गुरु चरण दुस्तर Paladin
Dear family and friends, one of the things that really surprised me about Mervin when I first came into the family, on that tough guy appearance on the outside, he turned out to be a fantastic cook and baker, and he enjoyed watching all of us eat the food that he prepared and waited for that approval. And this left its mark on my kids and all those around him. I cannot offer you the same great food today, but please, there are some refreshments at the back. Please help yourself. Mervin has three nieces and one nephew, four people who call him Uncle Mervin. Roxelle and my three kids, Kiara, Casney, and Tejan. I have a message here written by my three children who on their own just loved Mervin Mama from the first day they saw him when we brought them back to from Canada for the first time. And I'll read out this message to you. Growing up in Canada, far from our family in South Africa, it was easy to feel disconnected from our roots, our relationships, our culture, and the everyday moments that truly make a family. Yet, despite the distance that stretched across the world, Mervin Mama was the bridge between continents, the glue that held our sense of family together. We will never forget the feeling of landing in Durban and seeing Mervin Mama each and every time waiting for us, teary-eyed, smiling, and full of excitement. In that moment, we were reminded that we were home. That was the love he gave so freely, warm, unconditional, and always present. Mervin Mama had a generous spirit, and a heart that went out of its way to make others happy. Whether he was cutting sugarcane from the side of the road for us to taste, teaching us how to fish on the beaches of Tongat, or giving us our first braai, he filled our visits with moments that became lifelong memories. Most of the memories we have in Durban with Mervin Mama involve us doubled over in laughter. Like the time he proudly took us all to town. Without wearing any shoes, he wandered around as if that were the most natural thing in the world, showing us the shops, waving at everyone who honked their horns at him. He knew everyone and everyone knew him. Footwear was optional, but greeting people with joy never was. All the time that he took little Tejan to the mechanic shop for the day, he dressed him up in a tiny mechanic suit, showed him all the toys and cars, and even put him to work. Tejan must have been the size of some of those tools, but Mervin Mama couldn't have been prouder. He watched us grow through all the stages of our lives, and his compassionate, loving, and free-spirited nature guided us more than he may ever have realized. We will carry those qualities and those lessons he quietly taught us into the rest of our lives. We are forever grateful for the time we had with him and for the memories we will hold close to our hearts. We hope to honor him by living with the same love and generosity he showed to all of us. From Kiara, Kasni, and Tejan.
Muruga, नाद शरीरा परा वेद विहारा हरा जीवेश्वरा शंकरा नाद शरीरा परा वेद विहारा हरा जीवेश्वरा शंकरा नाद शरीरा परा वेद विहारा हरा जीवेश्वरा शंकरा प्राणमुनि वने ज्ञानमुनि वने प्राण में योगमणि मौलविचक्षण ध्यान विलक्षण रागवे योगमणि प्राणमुनि वने ज्ञानमुनि धने प्राण में गानमणि मौलविचक्षण रागविलक्षण रागमे योगमणि नाद उपासन చేస్తిన వాదను నీ వాదను నేదే శంకరా నాద శరీరా పరా వేద విహారా హరా जीवेश्वरा शंकरा शंकरा शंकरा
Dear family and friends, just speaking to some of Mervin's friends here today, so many reminded me what a mischievous little boy he was when they were in school together. And they were shocked to believe Mervin actually grew up, got married, and had little kids. And then I pointed out those little kids to his friends, and they were saying, wow, Mervin actually had two beautiful young women as daughters now. And I have a message from those beautiful young ladies, Lianka and Karina. To our dad, wherever you are, this is for you. We know we told you this all the time, but today we want to say it again. Thank you. Thank you for everything you did for us. Thank you for being our best friend, for listening to all our stories, and for guiding us with your wisdom and patience. Thank you for blessing us with a good life, for raising us to be independent, strong young women we are today. If you can hear us now, we want you to know just how deeply you were loved. Not only by us, but by everyone who knew you. Over these past days, So many family members and friends have come to share stories about you. Their stories filled with laughter, kindness, and moments where you quietly helped people in ways we will never forget. You touch more lives than you ever realize. Dad, you were a special man, the kind of person who helped everyone who needed it, without hesitation and without expecting anything in return. You gave so much of yourself to others, and that is the legacy you leave behind, one of love, generosity, and an open heart. We feel you were taken from us too soon, and that pain is something we will carry. But we also find comfort in knowing you are in a better place, watching over us just as you always did. We love you. We miss you more than words can express. And until the day we meet again, please know you will always be with us in our hearts, in our memories, and in everything you taught us. We love you, Daddy.
Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhaj Manaharana Bhava Bhayadarunam Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhaj Manaharana Bhava Bhayadarunam
Dear family and friends, most of you know that while Mervin had a passion for cars, he also made a career in the mechanic world. When Mervin first started training and he completed his training, he worked for Kempster Ford. That was even before he got married. He thereafter worked for NMI Mercedes, but spent most of his working life with Dan Perkins Toyota. And whenever you visited there, everyone knew Mervin. One of Mervin's close friends, Pastor Jay, worked with Mervin for many years, and he would like to say a few words on behalf of Mervin's friends. Pastor Jay.
Thank you so much. May I greet you in our mother tongue by saying Vandakam, Vandanam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Assalamu alaikum, Sanbonani, Shalom. It's my joy and privilege today to speak on behalf of my friends at McCarthy Toyota, where Mervin had served for many long years. In the early years, like our program's director had mentioned, it was called Dan Perkins Toyota. Mervin joined our company as a technician. I was the driver, and many seated here today walked under Mervin. In the early years, Mervin, Selvin, and Manny, those were the trios. They knew isiZulu, they knew the walk so well. In fact, one of the lines I wrote here, they did magic daytime. Reggie's Day, you know what I'm talking about. They could fix anything. Mervin was so hands-on on vehicles. They would come in, and many of us will fail with the vehicle, but Mervin will take a look and he'll get that vehicle repaired. He was the #1 specialist mechanic when it came to carburetors and chokes. People couldn't set the fast choke, the fast idle. Brandon knows that, and Mervin would do it so much well. He was later promoted to foreman. He served under, I think, 4 dealership principals and 3 workshop managers. Mervin's late dad was a fine gentleman. Every time he passed Durban North, he would come in and say, "Look after my son." I'm younger than Mervin, but we had a good relationship with Mervin's dad also. Seeing that Mervin worked over 20 years at McCarthy Toyota, I just want to bring some thoughts concerning vehicles. When a car comes on a misfire, you get it fixed. When a vehicle is towed in and there's something wrong with it, you get it fixed. You get it roadworthy again, the car can run again. And our motto at Toyota was called "Everything keeps going right." Even with the new car and the old car, they still broke. But the motto was, "Everything keeps going right." And so in the motor world, we can fix the car, we can put a new engine and it can run. What we see here today is only God who has control over that. No preacher, no human being on earth, no great physician can tell you the exact appointed time of one's death. Only our Maker and our Creator. And in life today, we have many things. Some of us have 2 cars, some of us have 2 houses, 3 bank accounts, and we can have endless of 2s. But we only have one life. We pay so much of attention to the many 2 things we have, but not many people pay attention to one life that we have. I just did my aunt's 93rd, she died at the age of 93. I just did a funeral and I popped in now, and I did say to Mom that I'll be at 2:30 to pay tribute on behalf of my very, very good friend. And so, we all are temporary citizens upon the face of the earth. Mervin's run his race, he's finished his race, he ran a few trial comrades. He ran with us a couple of races in between. But I want to close with a survey that helped me in my journey to understand that we all are temporary citizens upon the face of the earth. In a multitude of gathering, a question was posed, and they asked a 10-year-old boy, seeing that so many people are dying, when is the right time to die? The 10-year-old said, around about 13, at least then I will know what it is to be a teenager. They asked the 13-year-old boy, seeing that so many people are dying, when do you think is the right time to die? He said, around about 18, but then at least I'll complete metric. They asked the 18-year-old, seeing that so many people are dying, when is the right time to die? He said, around about 21, at 21, I'll get my 21st key and I'll have freedom. They asked the 21-year-old, seeing that so many people are dying, when is the right time to die? He said, 25, but then I'll complete my studies. I asked the 25-year-old, seeing that so many people are dying, when is the right time to die? He said 30, but then at least I'll be married. I know what married life is all about. I asked the 30-year-old, seeing that so many people are dying, when is the right time to die? He said 35, but then I'll have my first child. I know what it is to be a father. I asked the 35-year-old, seeing that so many people are dying, when is the right time to die? He said 40, because people say life begins at 40. I asked the 40-year-old, seeing that so many people are dying, when is the right time to die? He said 50, because in the cricketing world, everybody stand and applaud. They can clap for me. They asked the 50, he said 60. They asked the 60, he said 70. They asked the 70, he said 80. They asked the 80, he said 90. They asked the 90, he said 100. They asked the 100, he said 110. They asked the 110, he said 120, because that's the lifespan of a human being, 120. My question to us that are alive today, when then is the right time to die? For us, as human beings, there will never be like a right time to die. We all wish we can live forever. Unfortunately, let me be one of the people to tell you, nobody will live forever. We come through this earth, we're temporary citizens, there's a long period on every one of our lives. One of these days I'll be taken home. I want to today convey my deepest sympathies and condolences to the Naicker, Tamsha, and the family. On behalf of McCarthy Toyota, Justin McLean, one of our last managers, he's engaged in with work. He couldn't come here today. Emil sends his regards. I spoke to him today. And the many others that contacted me during the week to say they have so much to talk about Mervin. Brandon seated out there. Brandon had a close relationship with Mervin. Many of the folks that are seated here today, Craig is in the back, and Oval is there, Les is there, Dave posted on our Dan Perkins chat to say, had it not been for Mervin, he would not be the man he is concerning motor trade. He's made such a great impact and such a great influence. Mom, we all go through tests and trials. We all have our ups and downs. But I want you today to know you can draw strength from God that will be able to comfort you during this trying time. Thank you, and God bless you. Nandri.
Ladies and gentlemen, my vanakkam, namaskaram, namaste. We have reached the concluding part of today's funeral procession. It is the last 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of viewing. So I think if everyone has observed, or if you need to pay your last respects one more time, you're welcome to do so. And if everyone has finished offer their last respects, we'll ask the family to gather together. The funeral services has provided you some goodbye roses. You may make your last final goodbyes if everyone has offered their final goodbyes. Thank you.
Appa Pidave
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Naicker family, they would like to place on record their sincere thanks and appreciation to each and every one of you for making time out in observing this funeral service of their dearest dad, son, brother, uncle, and close friend. We have come to the concluding part of the funeral service today, and also on behalf of the Tongad Funeral Services, they would like to place on record their sincere condolences to the family members. To those members that have been supporting the family for the various floral tributes, messages of sympathies and condolences, for those of you that have made time out to be here and bereave with the family, they would like to place on record their sincere thanks and appreciation to each and every one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll now hand you over to Guru, who will do the final parts. And if we could ask you to all rise as we conclude with the final.
Thank you.